And if you're one of them, put my reading goggles on so you can all see me. Afternoon, welcome back to the channel. Now, I've got my camera set up in the bedroom so we can't hear Smoky Joe coughing his ringer up. I've got decaf oat milk coffee. That's a little bit hot at the moment. Now, today's vlog, I'm going to do my questions and answer. So if you didn't know, I was doing some questions and answers, and I'm only answering questions that are on the post that I put on Facebook. So, I've had quite a few. It says when I've just opened it, 6th of November I put it out, and today is the... what day is it? 21st, so you've had ages. You've had like 15 days, 2 and a bit weeks. So, questions and answers. I have 53 comments, most relevant, all comments. So if there's a question on it, I'm going to read it out. And I'm sort of honestly and as bestly as I can. I'm going to tell you who's asked him as well. First comment was off Amanda Harvard. I need to come to Haunted and see you while I'm in the area. The first question is, where did you and Stinky Gareth meet? We met at work. We worked in a taxi firm. Oh, there you go. What jobs did you have when we was younger? So, I was a telephonist / radio operator at the taxi firm. Gareth was a taxi driver, but Gareth was also, at the same time, he was a taxi driver, bouncer. He's a bit of jack of all trades, Gareth. He's been security. He's done a bit of everything. I think the only job Gareth's not had is being a stripper. Where do you get your kind and caring traits from? I'm not sure if I've got kind and... I am a very caring person. I don't think I'm kind. Do you think we're kind, love?
No.
Gareth's having a pee while I'm making a vlog in here. What's that about? It's a bit rude, isn't it? Amanda thinks we've got kind and caring traits.
Have we?
Apparently so.
Oh, right, okay.
Can you all hear him peeing?
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing my vlog.
Oh.
Anyway. The next, well, I had a comment off Kenny, right, Kenny, but he didn't actually ask me anything. Anne-Marie Bell. Am I ever going to give in and let Gareth have a dog? No. He's not having a dog. He had a bird the other day and that's gone and all. Didn't even like him. Paige Matheson. Will I keep my hair short or grow it long? I'm not keeping it short. Not this short anyway. I don't know. I'll say it's kind of growing in like an afro. So I've got some leave-in conditioner on it at the moment. So it's not feeling rough. It felt a little bit like a Brillo pad, I'm not going to lie. I think that caffeine shampoo was a bit harsh, so I'll give that to Sarah. So if you've seen that in the vlog where I said I'm going to give it to someone, it's already gone, I gave it to Sarah. Right, that was Paige's done. Carol Burlehy. Please let Gareth have a dog. He must understand that he will have to clean up after it, including vac the dog hair and all the rest. No. Even if he cleaned it up himself, walked it himself, swung it from the moon himself, he's not having a dog in my van. Thank you for your contribution, Carol, but he's no, he's not getting a dog. Tim Hume asked me 2 weeks ago, what am I doing this weekend? Well, what I did that weekend was I went to France with my mate Tim Hume. Claire Berkeley put, I can't, it's too rude. So I put, I will answer anything, and then she didn't put anything after that. Did she? Let me open the comments. Right, so the whole conversation was, I can't ask, it's too rude. So I put, I'll answer anything. Then Kaz Seston went on it. Keza Stanton put, I'm sure there's one question about a vending machine, if I remember correctly. I've always been curious as to what the answer. Gareth mentioned it in one video about when you got together, Trisha, and you told him to shut up, and I've always been intrigued to know. So, if I ever meet you in person, ask me the story. I'm not putting it online, because like I've posted in my comment on there, I ain't about to get arrested by telling people illegal things I did when I was younger, and very, very stupid. I've literally put there, no thanks, I don't want to go to jail. Claire Berkeley then put under that, when was the last time Gareth gave you a good scene to? Apparently that was the question she wanted to ask. So what I will say is, as much as I'm pretty open, first and foremost, what happens between a husband and a wife in the bedroom stays, in my opinion, stays between a husband and a wife in a bedroom. I don't mind a bit of dirty talk, but my kids are watching this, mate. So that's the only answer you're getting to that. You sound like you need a good scene to love. So Angie Donaldson, right, Ange, said, when are you going to do a proper zipline experience? It would make a great vlog. Now, I've actually looked into this. I wanted to do it just after I'd had my tumour removed. In Wales, there's a place, I can't think of the name of it for the life of me. Anyway, I can zip line over a big gorge. I am going to do it, but I have to wait a certain amount of time after my surgery. Can't get insured. They won't let me do it because of the insurance, because of my surgery and my seizures. So it's coming. It might not be for a little while though. Now, Kez Stanton's put on there as well. Trisha gets excited. Oh, she's saying how much she liked it when I fell off that springy thing on that park. That was a funny video, I'm not going to lie. I don't blame you for liking that, Kez. Mark McCarthy's asked, are you going abroad for Christmas? Or are you staying in the UK? I don't know. The word would be the answer. Technically, I'm not allowed to leave the country. But as we all know, I've just come back from France. I can't fly. I've still not got the all clear to fly. But I do have my MRI tomorrow. Not tomorrow, day after. So, fingers crossed after that, I'm going to get the all clear to leave. Hopefully. So, the answer to that, Mark, is I actually don't know. What are you doing? Let me know in the comments. Or message me. Let me know what y'all are doing. There's loads of people message me going, I'm going away for Christmas. Where y'all going? Let me know in the comments, because I'm a nosy cow and I want to know where everyone's going. Now, Nina Christopher asked, how did Smelly Gareth get his forehead scar? Now, I'm glad you've asked this, because the amount of people that put, how did Gareth get the scar on his forehead? This one. Gareth, can I borrow you for a minute? I don't want to move my camera. Come and show me your scar on your head. Your scar on his head.
I've seen it on video.
Well, anyway, yeah, go look at the video. I never thought of that. Go look at the video. So Gareth has got, it's not a scar. It's a wrinkle that goes downwards and not across. And I'm gonna move my camera. I'm gonna prove to you all. Because the amount of people that go, how has he done that? What you done to him? So look, here we go.
She beats me.
Look, wrinkle. It's just a wrinkle.
She beats me up.
Because he's old and he's fat. It is just a wrinkle. Even when we went to, he was going to see the headache specialist, she said to me, she went, well, how have you got your scar on your head? And he went, it's a wrinkle. And she got up and she was doing what I did. She was like, oh my God, I've never seen a wrinkle go that way. Are we back? Are we fine? I think I'm centred. I like recording here because there's a mirror behind. So, hi kids. Now, on the back of here, there's a bigger camera on the back, so if I face you like that, I can see the bigger screen in the background. You lot don't need to know that, but I'm letting you know anyway. So that was Nina Christopher, thank you very much. Claire Daniel Oyichi? Sorry Claire, my lovely, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. She said, do I prefer having long or short hair? I prefer having long hair, I'm not going to lie. Although I'm lazy and don't look after it, so I really should. I might keep it short. Not this short, but I might keep it short. I haven't decided. Debbie Handley asked, what made you decide to do van life? How long have you been living in your motorhome? All the best to you both. Thank you very much. We was always going to do it anyway. As we got all, we was always saving up to go travel in a motorhome. But then obviously when I got the tumour, we just thought, let's just do it now, innit? That's basically it. I wanted to get out and I wanted to see things, and I do like seeing things and I like travelling. I miss my kids when I'm gone, but I do like travelling. Thank you very much, Debbie. What's occurring? Asked. I'm guessing this has come from you, Di. What's occurring's asked. How does Trisha cope with having a trophy husband? It's such a pain, Di. Obviously, the women swarming at the door, falling to his feet. He's a good husband, to be fair. Just don't tell him I said that. Oh, also, 1 minute. How long have I been living in my van? I've been living in my motorhome in January coming, 3 years. We was on the campsite for a little bit before we went full time in the April. But, well, no. If you want to be technical, full-time in the April it'll be 3 years full-time. But I was in it from the January before then. All the kids was living in my house and I was in the garden in my camper. Nikki Versi asked how long's a piece of string. It's 375 metres, Nikki, just in case you didn't know. It's about the same distance from Sylvester's where we met in Benidorm to Seafront. That's how long it is. Valerie Connell has asked, hi Trisha, when will Gareth be having his tumour removed? Thinking of you both. Oh, now, Gareth's tumour that's behind his right eye, he can still see out of that eye. Because they're managing to control the cluster headaches with his medication, and then he's got he had a nasal spray that he took if he got a really bad cluster headache attack. He's now actually got like an EpiPen that he injects himself with instead, because they don't do the nasal thing anymore. Until the vision in his eye changes, he doesn't plan to have it removed, because then he have to get rid of this and get a smaller one, because he won't lose his licence, but he'll lose his granddad rights if he's only got one eye. So, and also he never goes to the hospital to get it checked. He's a typical bloke. He don't want to go to the hospital ever. Don't know why. Can anybody else let me know, is their husband like that? Pew's on tour, which wasn't me, so I'm guessing it was Gareth. Has put, who are your top 10 YouTubers in van life community, and who was the worst 3? Top 10? Right, what I'm doing is I'm going to tell you my favourite 2, the ones that I watch all the time, and then I'll tell you who I'll just name who I watch all the time. My favourite one is Kirsty, made by Hedgehogs. She makes me laugh like you won't believe. And then after that, it's Claire and Andy from St Christopher out of Atlantis. Ow, just so funny. I just find them really funny. So they're my favourites. Then who else do I watch on a daily? I always watch Diane from Boatheads. She just makes me laugh. She's funny. I watch Lisa from Motorhome Beasts. I watch Kazzy and Gareth. I watched Kazzy and Gareth's Adventures. I watch Hayley and Ashley from Motorhome Discoveries. Who else do I always watch? I always watch Ali and Steve, Whole Hikers and Van Life. I do watch Fieldview Adventures, Catherine and Steve. Saying I, they won't watch me. That's 8. Who else do I watch? Religiously, I don't really watch anybody else. I did used to watch the Rolling Rocks constant, no matter what they posted. If they posted a video, I'm not be on it like a tramp on chips. But she posts more on TikTok now. Called Rolling Rocks on TikTok as well. I do enjoy watching their content. I watch What's Occurring, obviously. I nearly missed them out then. Didn't I? That I cried. Oh, and do you know what I do watch? Roxy's Adventures. I only met them the other month at one at Malvin shows. I don't mind watching them. They're all right, you know. There's quite a lot of people I do watch. There's some people that I watch religiously and not. Obviously, I watch Camper Vibe and I watch King in It, but not religiously. In and out. There's loads of people out. Oh, and Explorers. I like Explorers as well. There's loads of people I like. Now, I'm going to be honest and say bottom 3 people I don't like. YouTube channels. There's no YouTube channel I dislike.
All of them.
There's one I can't stand. Right? I'm not going to even name his channel because I've got nothing against her, but I can't stand him. And the only reason I'm not naming the channel is because some people who don't know him. I'm not advertising. I wouldn't even waste a breath on him. But he's called John and I can't stand him. He's a big fucking turd. I hate him. And I'm leaving this in so I hope my video gets demonetised. I don't even care. It's still going in. I literally can't stand the bloke. But I would never advertise his channel because not worth my time. I am going to have a sip of my... But listen, do you know what you're all going to be able to do now? I'm changing subjects. You see how subtly I did that. I'm going to drink this and you're all going to hear I don't go... The amount of people that message and go, why'd you drink like that? I don't. Gotta sit there going... Just for all you people. That's not how I drink though.
You did, I heard it.
Sylvia De Silva just like to say watching you both so funny. Thanks for the shout out for Chloe. Oh, Chloe was gobsmacked. Do you know what? That was just a comment. I thought she was going to ask me a question. She wasn't asking a question. Can I just say, I'm reverting back now. I'm going to change my track again because there is a couple more channels that I do watch that I haven't shouted out. I do watch Campervan Codgers, and they're quite high up. I watch pretty much everything they do.
You still haven't mentioned them.
Oh, I missed. I watched that many of you, right? I watched Roaming Radford.
There must be about 300 you watch.
I do watch a lot of people.
You've missed them.
Who?
You've missed them. She's going to be so upset.
Who?
You haven't mentioned them.
Tell me then, and I'll tell you if I've
I'll
mentioned
give you a
them.
clue.
What?
Where are we today, Claire?
St Christopher of Atlantis.
Yeah.
I mentioned them.
You didn't?
I did. I said they were my top favourite with Kirsty.
Oh,
Kirsty and Mevy. Kirsty's. I just owl at Kirsty. Kirsty and Mevy just met my day. They're the sweetest couple ever. I just like them. Do you know? I do like as well. If you like the younger ones, I say younger ones. I don't know how old they are, but they're young compared to me because I'm 47. Who I do think make good videos. Ad's Adventures and. What's the girl? What's the girl called? The funny girl, the really good-looking girl. She laughs like a donkey. She's got the best laugh you'll ever hear. I can't remember her name. What's her name? What's her name? She's the really pretty lass. What is her name? Lauren. What's the channel called?
I don't know. I don't watch any of them.
Is it Lauren and Harry?
Something like that. Yeah.
They're funny. They're not funny. They are funny if they're drunk. Watch them vlogs. But I enjoy watching them. They're getting about all over the place. I don't mind them. They've got quite good content. And she's got the best laugh I've ever heard in my life. And I mean, the most infectious laugh. Does sound a little bit like a donkey's ear when she laughs. But it's amazing. I just love it. If I had a laugh like that, yeah, I'd never get that done. I'd wee my pants for laughing. Hilarious. I just love them. So they make good content. They have a lot. I know I've got a lot of. I'm not saying you're all old, but I have got some of you are a little bit older, and they're my age. But I don't mind watching the younger ones.
2-minute list.
Kez Stanton has actually asked me a question as well now. She put, can I ask why everybody always seems to... Oh, this is a good question. I read this one and I was dying to answer on it, but I'm not. Can I ask why everybody always seems to travel to go up north and never really down south? I've never seen a lot of van lifers travel down south. I'd like a genuine answer from you both, unlike... She's gone on a tangent about somebody else. Quite funny. I've not taken it down, so it's on if you want to go read it on my Facebook somewhere. She was asking a genuine question though. What's that? Genuine question? No. As you know, the NT500 can be a pain sometimes when the other goes. Is there a particular reason people don't travel down south? In my personal opinion, from just coming from down south, because it's cheaper up north, and
we don't like southerners.
There's there is a lot more free parking spaces up north. I don't know why. There's quite a few down south, but they're all paid, which I don't mind either, to be fair. I don't mind going in I'll stay in a Morrison's car park, me, I'm not bothered. At least you can go for a pull on hair toilet. But I found it's quite, even the fuel's quite expensive down south compared to up north. I was quite shocked by the price of the fuel when we went to Folkestone. So I'm guessing it's a price thing. Gareth shouting it's because nobody likes southerners. I do. One of my best mates is.
Know what bread cake is?
One of my best mates is a southerner. All right, Keith. I don't think he watches me. He's too old. And I love him. But it calls everybody a fucking I just love the southern accent, me. I really do. Right. And then that's me telling everybody I'm not being rude, but I'm not answering them. Darren Greeno, which country would you most like to visit, which you haven't already? Right, I've visited the country for a little bit. Italy. I want to go to Rome. I'd love to go to Rome. That's definitely on my to-do list.
Thank you for asking that, my lovely.
Sarah Jane Weston Cousins.
Off Our Pitches. She's got a channel called Off Our Pitches. She hasn't posted out yet, like, but you can still go give her a like and a subscribe if you. She's got some content coming soon. I'm sure she's recording.
Right, she's asked a few questions. What's your perfect day?
Depends what mood I'm in, Sarah. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it's sitting on my own in bed. Sometimes it's being with kids, seeing grandkids. Sometimes it's just sat on a beach listening to water.
It just depends what day I'm in. Second question off Sarah. If you could have any superpower other than the one that you have, what would it be?
First and foremost, what superpower do you think I've got? Let me know in the comments.
What would it be if I could have a superpower?
I'd like to be able to swim underwater for as long as I can with it. So breathing underwater, basically. I can go find dirt chasing my more than being Aquaman, can't I? What's your biggest fear? I don't really have any fears, I'm not going to lie. Do I? Oh, I don't like ladybirds. Oh, they give me the heebie-jeebies. I don't think I'm actually scared of anything. Am I? I don't think I really don't like ladybirds. I can't stand them.
Vile things. Next question off Sarah is, what do I think is the best prank of all time?
I don't know. I find a lot of them quite funny. Some of them are boring though when you've seen them a couple of times. I do like a good prank though.
If you had to choose one food to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Right now, I'd kill for bread and butter. French baguette. Low pat butter. Can't eat either of them at the moment.
If you were an household item, what would you be and why? A household item?
A light because I'm always switched on. Or kettle because I'm always switched on.
Which celeb would you have as your BBF? What's a BBF, Gareth? Is it best friend forever? Which celeb would you have as your best friend forever and why?
Which celebrity would I like to be my best friend forever? Which celeb would I like to be my best friend forever, actually? That's a good question. Problem is, when you meet them, they might be different to what you know them as. Do you know I would? Fuad and James from Shits and Gigs, because them guys, I'm not kidding you, seem absolutely hilarious. I'd love to go on a night out with them guys. I'm telling you, Shits and Gigs, if you've not watched them on YouTube, they're absolutely hilarious. They've got such a dry sense of humour. So Kat Bennett's asked, hi, it's me, Kat. Right, Kat. I wanted to ask you, when you can health-wise, what's your destination going abroad to be? And she said I deserve an holiday. Thank you, Kat. I would like to go to Rome. I'm going to settle for anywhere at this moment in time, but I am. It's gonna be coming on the cards, guys. I really want to go to Rome. I want to see the Vatican. I want to see. It's not only the Vatican. The place I've most wanted to see forever, for about 10 years. I really just want to go to Rome, right? And I just want to sit on the Spanish Steps and do a bit of people watching. And I've wanted to do that for ages and ages and ages. And I'm going to get there one day. I will get to the Spanish Steps and the Trevi Fountain, I'm telling you. I'll get there one day.
And Kat Bennett's also put, it's also me again, Trisha. I just wanted to say you're looking so good.
I know. Thanks, I always do. Thank you very much. That's
very much appreciated. Caroline Twiley.
I've just seen you earlier. Right, Caroline. From the Humber and beyond.
Has put, do you think you can go a whole year without Gareth hurting himself?
Mate, we can't go a whole month without Gareth hurting himself. So that's not going to happen.
Absolutely not. Diane Lloyd, what makes a good marriage last?
I don't know. Fun. Having a sense of humour. And not punching each other. That helps.
Carol Ferguson, looking forward to this. I want to know, is another Benidorm trio is needed? Another Benidorm trio?
What Benidorm trio? What are we on about?
There's 3 of us in Benidorm.
I mean, I go back to Benidorm. There's not really to vlog there, though. It's just everybody getting a bit wrecked, innit? If we go to Spain, we'll be going to Benidorm because Gareth in it. He likes. I'm not going to lie. Even when I went drinking last year, I do like to sit in the Westerner and people watch. And the more people get drunk, the funnier it is. Hi love, Sarah Clough's put, hi love, I just wondered how you got into the motorhome thing. I understand the caravan. You had a caravan when the kids were little. So yeah, we did start out tenting, holidays abroad, caravanning. And I went from a caravan to a bigger caravan to a bigger caravan to a static to a lodge to a motorhome. I've always wanted to live in a motorhome. I've always wanted to travel more. I don't mind going on a plane. I think this is the best thing I ever did. I like to have all my stuff with me. And all the time. I think that's why I wasn't miserable when I went to Benidorm last year, but I think that's why I just like all my stuff with me all the time. And a toilet. It's a godsend. So me and Gareth always planned to do this for years. Just travel about and see things. And when you're in your motorhome, you can pull up somewhere. And if you like it, stay 3 days. Stay a day. Stay an hour. If you don't like it after an hour, you can just move on, can't you? Just pack up and go where you want. I love it. I'm Gator from Gators on Tour. What has been your best experience living in a van that makes you want to do it all again? Now, I wasn't vlogging when we very first got this van. Me and Gareth took an 8 weeks trip to... We weren't vlogging at the time. Took an 8 weeks trip. Took 8 weeks off work. We was only gone 6 weeks because sadly we lost a friend and we had to come back early. But we went and we drove down through France to Spain, across, and then up through Spain all the way around into Venice. We did Venice, and Venice was amazing. Round into Italy, then come back round up through Switzerland, and that took us about 6.5 weeks. And one day I'm going to have to repeat that trip because it was the best time. I loved it. So much stuff we did on that trip, and we weren't vlogging, so I've got no memories of it. I am going to go back to Venice as well. When I go to Rome, I'm going to go to Venice. I'm telling you, I'm going to redo that trip. We was heading to Rome. We were supposed to be going to Rome for 5 days, but obviously we came back about 2.5 weeks early, something like that, because our friend suddenly passed away. Ross Gunn, do you miss living in brick and mortar building, or do you prefer van life? I prefer van life. So I haven't actually lived in a house for, how old's my grandson? Cameron's 8 years. So it's a long time, because we went from the house to live in Tora, because we was working on the campsite. So then Gareth ended up being the managing director. So we went from the Tora to the static to the lodge to this, and then left. So I actually do prefer, I like the confined space, I think. I like having everything in one place. I love my kids dearly, I love my grandkids dearly, but I'm enjoying just me and Gareth travelling about and doing what we're doing. And I dedicated a lot of time when we was younger to the children, because you have to do it if you're going to have kids, you have to look after your kids and raise them right. So Gareth worked his arse off, and he did sometimes 2 or 3 jobs, so we could always have holidays and Christmas. We had 4 kids, we had a lot of kids, so he did graft his arse off, and I can't complain about that. But so a lot of the time I put a lot of time into being a parent, he put a lot of time into providing, so now it's kind of our time and we're just out enjoying ourselves, doing what we're doing. Diane Steglis Claffey, do you agree that campsites in the UK are cheeky for what they charge for the night? I live in Manchester and the sites around me are either booked up or too expensive. I've loved your vlogs on the Isle of Wight. I'll be doing it when I retire to the places that you've stayed for free. Now, I know this is controversial, but if you're paying to go on a campsite, and I think if you're paying between £20 and £30 a night with electric, it's about bog standard at the moment. Some are going to charge you a little bit more. It depends what amenities they've got on site, because what you have to take into account is, even if it's just they've got 30 things on there and they've just got a toilet block, they've still got the cleaners to pay, people to cut the grass, bins to empty, all has to be paid for by the campsite. Now if you go on a campsite that's got a pub, your rate's going to, staying there is going to cost you more, because then they've got to pay the staff in the pub, the restaurant, if they've got a cafe. So I've seen both sides. I personally we don't stay on a campsite that costs more than £30 ever. To be fair, I'd say 25 quid with electric, because we're tight. But if you go on a campsite that's got loads of amenities and loads of staff to pay, you're going to pay more price. And it depends where you are as well. Manchester might be I've never been to Manchester in a motorhome. I need to maybe go look and see. And I haven't done no research, so I don't know how much the prices are. But in Yorkshire, you want to be paying about... Wait a minute, do I sound dumb here? Gareth, is Manchester in Yorkshire? Not sounding dumb. I'm just checking then. Like, if I was going to London, I wouldn't be expecting to pay 25, 30 quid to stay in a campsite because it's a high-end area. So you're going to pay a lot more money to go down there. I was quite shocked with the prices of the campsites on the Isle of Wight, I'm not going to lie. Because even in summer, some of them are only 30, 35 quid. In the height of summer. I was really shocked by the Isle of Wight. That's a beautiful place. I think we're definitely going to go back there. I want to do Wales and Ireland as well. I've done Wales a couple of times, but it's always north. I want to do all of Wales. Right, Mark McCarthy again. If you had a magic wizard wand for the day, what would you turn Gareth into? I actually like Gareth, so I don't think I'd turn him into anything. Gareth's going to say, probably Cameron Diaz. Gareth, if you had a wand to turn me into anybody for the day, who would you turn me into?
Anyone.
Anyone? Not fussy? It's not fussy, he's going to turn me into anyone. Lee Quirk, what's been your favourite memory during your time doing van life? When I went to... Well, no, because that was before I did full-time van life. Since I've been doing full-time van life. So, I went down to the bottom end of Spain, around Cartagena area. Loved it. I loved it down there because it's all beach park up, beach park up. I loved it. It's fantastic. We saw dolphins. Loved it down there, you know. I think that is one of my highlights. And also the Isle of Wight. I really loved it over there. And I met some lovely people. Jen and Chris. Win Real. Piss funny pews. Reality TV at its best. People who have seen the Piss Funny Pews don't know what... The people who haven't seen the Piss Funny Pews don't know what they're missing. We watch all your vlogs, never laughed as much in our lives. Gareth and Trisha, thank you for keeping up the good work, and you are the best entertainment in our house. Well, that wasn't actually a question, was it, Wayne? But thank you, Wayne and Tracy. Real, what a lovely thing to say. And believe it or not, that's the end of our questions. So, if I do watch you and I haven't shouted you out, I do apologise. I think I've covered everyone. Yeah, I think so. And if I've missed you, I've missed you. Tough titties, innit? Thank you all for watching. Sorry there's been no videos for a couple of weeks and you've missed me all, haven't you? Right, I've got a couple of shout outs to do for Pew, so I'm going to go sort that out. I'm going to go finish eating my salad that I cooked earlier on. Thanks for watching. See you later, bye.